I couldn't dump my dog. I could not dump my dog. When we'd go for walks, I would sometimes hide behind a pillar to see how she'd react. She'd be trotting on ahead with that little confident bounce that dogs of her size have, and then she'd feel that my presence was missing, and she'd turn around to where I'd be expected to be, and there'd be nothing. She'd look to the left, and she'd look to the right, and she'd trot backwards, retracing her steps. Again, she'd look all around, and she'd whimper. A whimper that said, Kid, you there? And the whimper would get more frightened and more panicked. Kid. My friggin' heart would literally break seeing her do that with the pitiful whimpers, and I'd stop this stupid game within seconds. Ta-da! It's me, here I am, we're cool. And her little worried brow would unfurl, and she'd run up to me joyously with a relieved expression. Oh, good. I thought, oh, never mind. Everything's back to normal. Happy dog, happy dog. That's why I know I could never dump my dog. In a park, on the motorway, in the desert, tied to a lamppost, you'd have to be one of those soulless zombies that walk among us to do such a thing. And I don't want to get all scientific on you, but the technical name for these people that do this, and I had to look it up to get the correct pronunciation, it's a piece of shit. So when I see a video of some poor girlie or fella being left behind by one of these pieces of shit, I think of the dog going through the same emotions as my girl, which is of course the same emotions that we'd all go through if some piece of shit did that to us as a child or even as an adult. They'd first be confused, maybe, as they watch the car they came in drive away, if they're tied to a lamppost, or if not, they start chasing after the car. Hey, you silly, you forgot me. Hey! Damn, that guy's memory. He'd forget his head if it wasn't attached to his scrawny neck. He'll be back, I know he'll be back. But their confusion would turn to fear, because no, they didn't come back. Their fear would turn to despair, because no, they didn't come back. Their despair would turn to depression, because no, they didn't come back. Their depression would turn to hunger, because no, they didn't come back. Their hunger would eventually turn to malnutrition and opportunist illnesses, because no, they didn't come back. And if they're lucky enough to be found and rescued by those angels without wings called rescuers, you see the depression, the loss, the fear, the major distrust still in their eyes. No human face can convey those emotions more sharply than these critters, because humans can generally talk if they choose to, but these animals cannot, at least not our language, so it's all conveyed in their faces. And that's on you, you cowards, you creeps, you bumbling cretins. You who dump pets by the garbage bags where you belong, or in the desert, or in the highway, or in the ponds or rivers or seas, you ripe pieces of human excrement. Get in the bin now. And I'm not talking about people at their wits' end, people who have been bullied, pummeled and broken into submission by the insane greed, unfairness and injustice of their purposely broken societies. Desperate people do desperate things. I've never had a problem with people who leave their pets in safe, warm places with plenty of footfall, so they know that pet will be found fairly quickly. It's the shithouses that I have a problem with, who get pets for all the wrong reasons, for clicks on Insta or to impress a girl, or for a Christmas present for someone who's never voiced an interest in animals whatsoever, and are unprepared, unread, uninsured, undeserving of these animals. And because of that, the boredom, irresponsibility, and even cruelty sets in, and the pet has to pay the price for the human stupid. I'm not talking about unforeseen circumstance. That's different from human stupid. Job loss, illness, divorce, etc. Any of these things that can lead to an insecure future for a family pet. Get a pet that you're too stupid to train. Pet gets dumped for being extra. Human stupid. Get a pet that you can't afford, so if it breaks a leg, the pet has to remain with that broken leg or other illness because you've got no insurance. Human stupid. Get a pet who won't stop chasing the neighbour's kids or biting people because your lazy, dishevelled arse won't secure them properly. Pet is put down. Human stupid. Get a pet, usually a dog, and leave him in the garden, all weathers. Get a pet and expect them to have disciplined toilet training without the training. They should show more discipline than your own low IQ arse has. Human stupid. There are not enough words to describe how hated you are. Get in the bin.